Hey, what is going on, guys? Hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. I'm going to showcase another Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. Hopefully, these videos still remain somewhat interesting to you guys. So, we're up against opponent John, and he has the Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Milotic, Swampert, Sableye, and Noivern. One good glance at his team, he really loves water type. He has three water types in his team. And on my side of the field, I got the Registeel, Seadra, Zapdos, Hippowdon, Snorlax, and Venomoth. So, comment question of the day is, what is your favorite water type? Now, I may have asked that already in my previous battles, but, you know, it's a new battle, new day, new freaking year. So, answer it, please. Show me that answer. What is your favorite water type Pokemon? Super John is going to lead off with the Noivern. Speaking of which, congratulations to the winner of the Shiny Noivern and Master Ball. I'm going to lead off with the Registeel because I want rocks up ASAP. Now he can go for a switcheroo, so I'm not really going to go for a Thunder Wave. I think my priority here is really just set up rocks. Of course, he has some sort of, you know, fire or fighting move. And that's fine, because Registeel is one hell of a wall. Ho and proud, man. And he will take up that Flamethrower extremely well. I could stay in and eat up another Flamethrower, but I see why not. Why not send out my Snorlax that has the Assault Vest and has the thick, fat ability? And he will go for that Flamethrower, and yeah, it'll do like 5%. But that's not the point, because he gets a freaking burn on his second Flamethrower. So, that's a huge bummer because I don't have a Thromatherapist nor a Heal Beller. And, you know, what was supposedly this nice Noivern counter that's going to do quite a lot of damage to this Noivern, well, it doesn't do quite as much anymore since he is burned. Very sad, very sad. Now he goes for the Boom Burst. But keep in mind, guys, I am Assault Vested. So, I'm thinking, you know what, he's not going to send out his Sableye. So I'm not going to go for Crunch anymore, I'm going to go for Body Slam. I'm hoping to get Paralysis, and luckily I did. So hey, you know what? I guess that's not too bad, so I do have a very good chance of finishing off this Noivern. And I'm so glad I still outspeed it. Snorlax is one hell of a slow Pokemon, but it still outspeeds paralyzed Pokemon. And Burn is pretty much taking me down to just a very low percentage of health, so I'm just gonna let my Snorlax die. Very sad, I know. And not to mention, everything on my opponent's team is very fast and hits like a truck. With the exception of, I suppose, like Swampert and yeah, Swampert. That's it. Like, everything else just hits really damn hard, you know? Including this Aerodactyl, but I'm gonna send out my Eviolite Seadra. An Eviolite, I'm invested in defense, and the Stone Edge will not phase Seadra at all. On the contrary, a Scald will one-shot this Aerodactyl. So now the Milotic's coming. I'm thinking, okay, what could this Milotic do? Maybe you can go for Dragon Tail, maybe you can go for Toxic. It doesn't really matter because I do have Rest. Regardless, I'm gonna go for that burn because I really need that burn. But he turns out goes straight for the Blizzard. But guys, I am Seadra, not Kingdra. I am Seadra. I'm not a Dragon type anymore. Or I never was. My second Scald still doesn't get a freaking burn. So naturally, he gave up using Blizzard and focused more on Hydro Pump, which obviously will do more since it is Stab. But keep in mind, I have, Disable. And I just disabled his main, most powerful Stab attacking move. And now I'm going to go for that Rest. Just heal it up. Heal it up. So, this Milotic is not too threatening to Seadra, but at the same time, I can't really do too much to this Milotic too. I can burn him, but keep in mind, some Milotics might run Recover. Some might not, some might. I'm not sure, you know. I still can't tell if this is a defensive Milotic or an offensive Milotic. So I thought, well, let's just go into Registeel. Registeel will take the Blizzard really darn well, and, you know, I just go for a Thunder Wave. And maybe start, you know, doing some seismic tosses. Because if this Milotic does have Marvel Scale, you know, the ability Marvel Scale, he can get his defenses boosted by 50% if he is inflicted by some sort of status. So instead of going for, normal attacks, I think, well, seismic tosses are good too. And I also thought it's a little too obvious for me to go for Thunder Wave again, simply because my opponent does have the Swampert, which is immune to Thunder Wave, but he chose not to switch out, so I'm like, hey, that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate him, going for Protect to scout what I'm gonna do, but honestly, it's just more favorable for me because I'm the one that's carrying leftovers. So he's no longer disabled and he's gonna go for his strongest attack, but even so, Registeel takes it pretty darn well. Now I'm gonna go for another Seismic Toss, and yeah, he's staying at really low health. And to my surprise, this Milotic hasn't missed a single Blizzard or Hydro Pump, nor has it got Para-Haxed. So, hey, that's fine. That's fine, you know what, Milotic? Pretty darn lucky there, but no, that's not quite enough, so there it goes. And honestly, the only thing that can really threaten this Registeel is my opponent's Swampert. I'm afraid it will come out now, I spoke too soon. So, the Earthquake is very obvious, and maybe the Mega Evolution too. But I do have Zapdos, but I don't really want to get hit by an Ice Punch by Zapdos, so Seadra's a little bit better. I know I can still take an Earthquake pretty well coming from Swampert. Oh yeah, it's gonna do just around like 30-something%. So he goes for the Earthquake, but as you guys will see, yeah, he gets a nice critical. Kudos to my opponent, because I'm not sure if I can live another Earthquake, so hopefully I can roll something nice with Sleep Talk, and thank God I got Disable. Thank freaking God. So now he can't use his Earthquake anymore. And I'm gonna go for another Sleep Talk. Let's see if I can get Scald. And lo and behold, I do get Scald. That is great. Let's see if I can get a burn. But no, I don't get a burn. So he has no choice but go to Waterfall, since obviously, I disabled his Earthquake. I'm gonna wake up this turn, and I'm gonna go for another rest. Because, guys, 30% health is just not doing it. I have to go for a rest. But I'm really glad that I got a disable on his Earthquake, but I'm kind of bummed out. I don't think I've got a single burn with my Seadra yet. And speaking of burn, I don't even get a burn. I get, Poison Point on the Swampert, so I guess that's okay too. Poison will kill this Swampert, I suppose. So, I'm gonna go for another Sleep Talk. Let's see what I get, and I get Rest. But that is okay, because he is still disabled. And honestly, even if he isn't disabled, I think I can still take quite a few Earthquakes, as long as they're not, critical. Fast Asleep once again, and now I'm just gonna have to go for it. Go for the Sleep Talk, and what do I get? I get Scald. Not that it really matters too much, since this Swampert is already poisoned. He is no longer disabled, so he's gonna go for the Earthquake. It's gonna do still, not too much attack. Now I could actually switch into Zapdos now, expecting him to go for an Earthquake and just let Poison kill him, but I figured, nah, you know what? Let's just go for another rest. Why the heck not? So that I can heal up while the poison damage will just finish off Swampert. So here he goes, and yeah, that'll do just, around like 25% health. So Swampert does go down. Seadra versus Swampert. Next, my opponent's gonna go to Sableye. Now these things, I don't know what. There's just so many possibilities with Sableye. It's such a versatile Pokemon, you can go for Will-O-Wisp, you can go for Substitute, and you can go for Taunt. So I just thought, let's just go into my Death Fodder Registeel. So it turns out it has Fake Out, so I'm thinking, perhaps this is more like a Mega Sableye spread. But as we already saw, he used up his Mega Evolution on his Swampert. Still don't know. Now he does go for Foul Play, and that's fine. That is totally fine. I always went for a Thunder Wave. Thank God he, didn't go for like Substitute or Taunt. So unsure what this Sableye is, I'm actually gonna switch out here, and I figured, you know what, I think it's a great opportunity for me to send out my Venomoth and start sweeping. Honestly, there's really nothing else I can really do to set up, so I figured let's just set up right here, right now. If he wants to like burn me or something, that is fine because I do have a Lumberry. So as a matter of fact, he uses Foul Play, so I'm pretty sure this is more of an offensive Mega Sableye spread. Still very cool to see it. I'm going to have to go for my second Quiver Dance now. I'm at +2 attack, +2 defense, and +2 speed. And my opponent, yes, has revealed he is most, in fact, offensive. Luckily, I still live with 30 health. Now I have to go for an attack. Obviously, I have to if I want to live. And luckily, I was just able to finish off the Sableye, thank God. And my opponent does send out the Gyarados, and thanks to rocks, he will lose 25% health. And hopefully, with 75% health, I am able to finish off this Gyarados with one shot, and luckily, just barely, I was able to. Thank you, Super John. Super battle, super fun. And hope my audience liked this battle. Make sure to also comment the question of the day. And I will see you guys next time. Have an awesome day.